Discipline is training. If you change your mind, your mindset, and really focus it on what discipline really is, you start to welcome discipline. You welcome self-discipline into your life. Let me start with the number one key to self-discipline. Remove temptation. You must remove temptation if you are going to have self-discipline. And it's really, really subtle. One of the things is by examining the way you think and how you act, you just make sure that you know where you are and you avoid those temptations. Same thing with eating. If you know you have a problem with donuts, do not go to the donut shop to get your coffee. You know what I mean? Go to a place that doesn't have donuts or something that you know is your vice, that you know you shouldn't do. Another thing, you can be proactive when I say avoiding temptation. If you want to really consistently make the gym a part of your life, set your clothes out for the gym the night before, and it will remove the temptation to not go to the gym. When you wake up, all of a sudden you have your clothes there and you just hop in them. Instead of looking all over the house, I can't find my shirt, I can't find my socks, I don't know what's going on. You'll have your clothes there and there will be no excuse for you not to go. Avoiding temptation is a way of life. By doing one thing differently, you can avoid all kinds of temptation, and it is the key to your self-discipline. Number 2 is to eat regularly and healthily. You know, in therapy, there was a phrase that we used to use all the time called HALT, H-A-L-T. And that means when you are hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, you have to be really, really conscious of what's happening. It's called HALT. Anytime you're hungry, angry, lonely, tired, HALT. Look at what you're doing. Examine it. If you're hungry, get something to eat. If you're angry, calm down. Think about where you are. Get yourself in a good mood. If you are lonely, call a friend. Call someone you know. Talk about your thing. Talk about your emotions. Talk about how you're feeling. And if you are tired, get some rest, because that is when you're weakest. All of those 4 states of being is when you are at your weakest spot. And it's very, very, very hard to keep self-discipline when you're weak. It is. You know what I mean? You are a fallible human being. So you have to know HALT, and you will find the key to self-discipline. Number 3 is don't wait for it to feel right. Okay, your brain is made up of different areas, all right? The basal ganglia in your brain is responsible for the habit patterns. It's why you drive, it's whatever you do during the day that's a force of habit, the basal ganglia is responsible for this. It gets you up at 4 in the morning. If you wake up at 4 in the morning every day, it's the same thing that gets you up. It is your habit making part of your brain. But there's another part of your brain, that's the prefrontal cortex. Now, the prefrontal cortex makes decisions. It is a decision-making device in your brain. Now, the thing you have to understand, though, is that when you make a decision that goes against your basal ganglia, it's not going to feel correct. It feels weird. Everything feels off. It's the habit of writing with your right hand and then taking a pen and putting it in your left feels very, very strange, because you have the habit, your basal ganglia is working on the habit and has always worked on the habit of you writing with your right hand. But if you switch it to your left, it's awkward, it's off, even if it's the right thing to do. That's what you have to know. If it's the right thing to do, it's not going to feel right when you made a prefrontal cortex decision. So don't worry about it not feeling right. It's not going to feel right. You're going to feel a little off. I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't feel right, but you are doing right. Don't go by how it feels. Go by what it does. Number 4 is to schedule breaks, rewards, and treats for yourself. You know what? I love a cheat day. When it's time, I'm eating healthy, and you do your thing, but you can't eat clean all the time. You start to feel deprived. You start to feel wore out. You start to feel horrible. And life is good. You know what I mean? Things are meant to be enjoyed. Everything in moderation. And when you've done good on whatever you are developing your self-discipline about, sometimes it's time to let it go. Sometimes you relax. Sometimes you have a piece of cake. There's a lot of rewards that don't necessarily constitute, eating or drinking. Sometimes it's about, today I want to go see that movie I always wanted to see. I'm going to read that book I always wanted to read. In fact, I'm going to take the day off and I'm going to rest and relax because I've been doing really, really well. And you give yourself these rewards and treats and acknowledge your success. Acknowledge what you're doing and how you're doing it. Everybody needs compliments. Everybody needs a reward. So please, please schedule those rewards. When you've done well, that's what you have to do. Keep your reward system going and treat yourself to some good things. The last key of the 5 keys to gaining self-discipline is to forgive yourself and move forward. Yes, forgive yourself. You're going to mess up. You're going to see something that you didn't mean to see. You're going to eat something you didn't mean to eat. You're going to overdo it. You're going to binge. You're going to mess up. You're going to fail. You are. Remember what that feels like. Remember, because failure really is only temporary if you don't take it as a loss. If you take it as a learning opportunity, it's only temporary. But it can only be permanent if you say you lose and you give up. That's the only way things can be permanent. Forgive yourself and move on. Move on. Practice forgetting any of the junk that you did, the mistake you did. Let me tell you, the thing about self-discipline is that it is necessary for everything you do in your life. You have to be self-disciplined. If discipline comes from somewhere else, it's very, very hard to remain consistent because you tend to resist. It's wild because I see trainers and they're in the gym with people. The guy or girl that they're working out hates their workout, hates it, because the discipline is coming from somewhere else. It's something that you dread every time you go in. You don't really want to do it. Well, the truth is, every trainer should work his way out of your life. Anybody who's working you out, your teachers, your trainers, your people, they have to train you to get out of your life. So you can go ahead, do your own workout, do your own thing, practice self-discipline.